Welcome back to Let's Play Spyro the Dragon Reignited. aka the game with a very long, drawn out load time of logos. To be fair, a lot of games have that, even back in the day. But still, it's like compared to like when I played Jurassic World Evolution, I can, skip the logos. Granted, the first logo just kind of stayed on screen for freaking ever, but after that, man, it feels weird going back to this LP, and I'm just like, oh man, I gotta do catch up with all this, and on top of that, I'm like, already just like in my mind, it's like the New Year montage. God damn it! How am I gonna? What am I gonna do this time? Just like, what have we got on the list? We got Spyro 2, which I've currently put together something for that. For the montage, like a collection of clips. Then I got Cough Party, which I know I'd probably end up freaking overdoing it with the clips, because I'd be like, you got to put all the plot bits in there, and it'd take up a lot of time in the montage video, thus making it freaking ridiculously long, as usual. Then Resident Evil 2, there's Resident Evil 3, then there's White Day, Labyrinth in School, which shouldn't really be too difficult to really deal with, because a lot of it's, well, I don't know, probably still take up time in that. Then there's Planet. I've been replaying it with my own choices on the end channel, so there's that, and there's this, of course, as well, so yeah. Bit of a pain in the ass just thinking about it. It's like, putting together all that. And barely anyone watches it anyway. Just like, why do I put so much effort into it? It's weird how that works, isn't it? I was just like thinking about that, I think earlier today. God damn it. It's like, when it comes to doing something, there's two ways to go about it. Either half-ass it, or, put some damn effort into it. And I just like thinking, it's like, how many people have jobs where they put in the bare minimum effort and, compared to, say, actually putting in efforts. I know, it's just a random thought I had. It's like, when you do something, it's all down to whether you give a shit, really, isn't it? If you don't really give a shit, you're not gonna put much, if any, effort into something, But I guess with the New Year montage, because it's like, I like to just make my own music and all that, so I've got a bit of, passion of sorts with that, so I'm like, yeah, let's try to spice things up, and goddammit, I have no idea where I'm going. This is the one that broke me. Well, one of the ones that broke me when I played the game. Nah, shucks, I fell in the water. But yeah, New Year montages. It boggles my mind how many bloody years I've been making Let's Plays here. I forget how many there's been. But there's been a New Year montage every year. They used to be very short until I eventually was like, you know what? This is the perfect opportunity to make my own music. And, play soundtracks and stuff. Play melodies from video games on my guitar, my keyboard and whatnot, and mix it in with my own improv, and yeah. And I hate this level because because I don't remember its layout, and even when I did, it still was a pain in the ass. Got nothing really to say, much to say, really. But, well, I guess you could say I've been feeling like crap lately. Don't know if I've got a cold or what. Maybe it's a mix of a cold and stress, I don't really know. It's weird. But, like I said, like, barely anyone watches my videos. So, it's like, why even put any effort into anything? But I'm like, no, man. It's like you can't, well, you can half-ass it sometimes, not all the times, you know. Put some damn effort into things, even if it kind of seems pointless. Yeah. There we go. Wait, really? Wait, no. That's, of course it's the freaking new record best time, because that's the first one. Is, well, wait, I'm thinking, I don't think this game actually has skill points related to the, flight levels. That's just Spyro 2 and 3, really, wasn't it? Spyro 2, I think Spyro 3 had the same thing, though. I was barely paying attention to the game, and I somehow got through what is essentially the stuff in these games that's usually a pain in the ass to me. The key to everything here is to care, yet not care at the same time. Boss time, Blowhard. That's bugging me. 50, 90 here. Why that number of gems? Have I gone through? Actually, you know what? I haven't even 100% in Magic Crafters. I thought I did. Serious? Weird. I distinctly remember clearing it. Save for some reason. That's the trouble with auto-saving in games, you know. Even more of a pain in the ass when that's all there is auto-saving. Ow. 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 I'm dying out here. There's wizards, and I just remembered this is freaking boss level, so there's probably not gonna be any healing. Ah. Oh, it's that guy. I was thinking of the wrong guy in the previous boss then. I was gonna... Oh, yeah. Let's see. I think he's in the next world. That's the one I'm thinking of. Yo! These bosses aren't really much to write home about, are they? I mean, it's the obstacles in the levels, if anything, you know? Downside is there's not really a lot of dragons around. It's free, you know. And why I see that as a downside is, well, essentially, the dragon's talking kind of makes it easier to sync up the audio. Oh, there's a dragon right here.
Thanks for releasing me, Spyro. You have no idea how long I've been trapped in Crystal. And, neither do I. Who are you again?
I'm out of here.
Oh my god, the awkwardness. You see what I mean when I say occasionally about how this game has some really awkward dialogue. It just has this kind of, I mean, I guess it is because it's from the 90s, but it's very 90s-esque kind of, we're hip and happening, right? Yeah, relatable. I wonder if I can get through this whole level without getting hit again, because there's nothing to heal around, you know? Yeah, the trouble with LPs like Spyro is that when it comes to titles for the past, they're very simple and straightforward. But the more I clear, the more I have to add to the title. It'd be like, okay, so we cleared the flight level, we cleared the boss fight. Well, we're still on the boss fight, and then get all the rest of the stuff in. We have to go on a bit of a. Well, he means business. Go on a bit more of a ramble as I easily disposed of that guy there because he's not really much of a boss. What was I gonna say? You know, one other thing that bugs me about modern gaming, or really just in general, because, you know, nowadays we have the internet and all that, and video games caught up on that and they're like, okay, here's what we're gonna do, right? We're gonna make shit digital only. Or we're gonna have the option, at the very least, for digital, you know, purchase of a game. And that brings up two issues I have here. One, you can buy a game digitally, and then no longer have the game later down the line when you get a new console, or you get a different account, and you don't have it then. Or if their servers go down and you can't re-download it, so you don't have it anymore. You bought the game, but you don't have it anymore. If you have the disc, you still have the game. I mean, granted, discs can wear out as well, but it's something that really has always bugged me. And DLC, what happened, gaming industry? It's like, where have you been these past 10 years, man? It's like DLC's been a thing for ages. But I don't know, anytime I'm browsing the PSN, anytime I just see bunches of DLC for pretty much any game, it just bugs me. It's like, what happened to games just being released and, you know, having everything in the game? What happened to, like, challenges in games? It's like, oh, an extra costume? Just like, yeah, you just play through this to unlock it. Or different weapons, you play through the game on different difficulties and stuff. What happened to all that? I mean, it still seems to be there to some extent, but it's still find ways to be DLC and DLC. Then on the other end of things, you got mobile gaming, which I don't really do because, well, for one thing, I don't even really have a up-to-date phone. My phone is old as shit. I feel kind of like I'm a decade behind at the very least there, you know. But, you know, looking at how mobile games tend to be, probably not missing out much when it comes to gaming on that, you know. Because just seems to be, you know, here's a game that's free, but it's technically not free. It is a game with many limitations, and you've got to pay money, so it's not technically free, but it is free, but it isn't because it makes you have to pay money to really play it properly, kind of thing, you know? I don't know, I just felt like it was a bit of a ramble about modern gaming there. What happened to the industry, man? When did it get so greedy? I mean, I think it always probably was kind of greedy. Well, it was, yeah. But it seems like it's got even greedier. So, like, again, where have you been the past decade? I don't know, it just felt like rambling about it. I mean, I'm not about how shit the gaming industry is these days with that kind of crap, but, you know, I don't think I've ever really properly rambled about it all that much. And how come I've not got a key? How come this place feels like it hasn't been visited? I wonder how the syncing is going to be for this part. The audio syncing is always the most tedious part about visual editing. Especially because it has a habit of halfway through a video, it'll just go out of sync, and then it'll go out of sync again, then eventually it stabilizes. But it's the fact that, you know, it's a bit of a pain now. Sometimes it doesn't even do that at all. Usually if I do multiple recordings at once, at least 2 recordings, or maybe that's why it does that. Like, hey, recording one part after another so that's one of them be like converting to MP4 while recording another video, so he'll be like, oh, just screwed up that recording bit. I remember I was recording for Resident Evil 3 a while back, and I remember opening up an internet browser because it was like, well, I have no idea what I'm doing, and I was like towards the end of the video, and that seemed to mark where the video quality kind of went bleh, bleh, bleh. And everything went out of sync multiple times. So that definitely was cause of that, but it didn't seem to really go out of sync at any other point. So maybe it is because I record more than one recording in a session, more or less, you know? Maybe that's why. No! Oh, what? Okay. Whatever doesn't float your Spyro. Man, my commentary feels partially deadpan in this part, doesn't it? It's just like, yeah, so, yeah. Just playing Spyro. Missed. Doesn't help that I'm having delayed reactions in my witty comebacks there. It's like, haha, you missed and all that. And then on the playback, when I'm editing, I'll be like, oh, it's not in sync but there. Because of how delayed it was, it'll throw me off even more. How are we like nearly 90 minutes into this and I've cleared 2 levels more or less? I do not know. That doesn't usually happen. I'll take these. 100% completion. You know, the hard thing about telling where the audio syncs back up for this LP is, you know, even with all the sound effects and the music, it all kind of just blends together sometimes when it comes to the playback, so I can't really gauge where it, you know, syncs back up. It's usually when it's voice acting, which is why I like to kind of save some of the dragons for, like, you know, if I see a dragon and I don't free it immediately, it's kind of, usually in my mind, at that kind of situation, I'd be like, well, I'm waiting for the right moment in the recording so that it would be helpful if the dragon, you know, talks and it'll make the syncing up easier. Does any of this make sense? It doesn't really matter if you notice. It does to me, because it's bloody annoying to have to sync the audio back up. This guy should talk.
Thank you, Spyro, for recovering so many of our dragon eggs.
You've done a splendid job, Spyro. Now hop aboard.
Hop aboard for the Beastmaker's world if you're ready. Would you like to go?
You even said the same thing. Oh, I didn't mean hop on my head there, Spyro, you jackass. I wonder how many parts this LP will have, honestly. It's not a very long game. I mean, I guess there's the skill points as well. We've got to backtrack to do those as well, at some point. So, how you doing? In a giant balloon. Now it's gotten dark. Welcome to hell, aka Beastmakers. What is your problem, chicken? I'm now noticing a similarity. You're like that lizard in that one canyon level. I guess the fodder actually interacts with Spyro in a similar way. They're like, yeah. I can't tell what they're trying to do by that though. Are they like trying to scare him away? Like, no, don't come near me because you'll be like, well, I feel like a dick if I did that. But, you know, flame them or charge them for the, you know, the butterflies to recover health. That's weird to say that, isn't it? I feel like a dick doing that. It's like, but to do that all the time to recover health in this game. Yeah, but it's just in the context here. Just seeing him just going, yeah. Sneeze on him though, but that's about it. What am I doing here? This world has douchebags that have this. How dare he kill that chicken? But yeah, you got these electric dudes, and you got kind of swamp-like levels, I guess. It's kind of the theme going here. It has one of the more well-known levels in this game. What's it called? What a contradiction! Just like one of the more well-known levels in this game, and then immediately forget what it's called. God damn, I was thinking of Digimon World then. Misty Trees. No, it's not Misty Trees. Wrong game. Treetops, yeah, that's the one. It's noteworthy because, you know, ow, supercharge and all that shit. Terrace Village, the one that I'm thinking of, that has the frogs, which also makes the treetops look there, I think. No, Misty Bog's the one with those frogs that are really hard to dodge.
Nasty North is turning our swamp into an electrified junk heap. And it used to be so beautiful.
I'm sure it was.
Spyro's facial expression is like, yeah, I'm sure a swamp once looked great. Yeah, sure. Did Shrek come after this game? I think it did. This is the 90s. Was Shrek early 2000s or was it late 90s? I can't remember. I mean, you know, since Shrek, you can't really think of swamps the same way again, can you? Well, you can, but in the back of your mind, you're probably thinking, get out of my swamp! And this part's pretty chill. I'll save that dragon for some other time. Unless I plan to, you know, clear this whole place in one go, yeah. It's the flight. Oh wait. It's the flight. Is that the one that I'm thinking it is? I mean, I'm not gonna be doing that one anytime soon, but still, if it's the one I'm thinking of, then screw that. That's an annoying one. Especially when it comes to... because there's no skill points for them, but there's trophies and shit for them, and they're freaking annoying. Where it's like, oh, complete it. I mean, they're pretty much taking place of the skill points, more or less. You know, the trophies. They have, like, some annoying challenges, like, oh, don't, you know, clear it all without landing once. And the stupid thing is, when I did that for those trophies, I didn't think, you know, you could just clear it normally once at your own pace, and then a second time around you don't have to worry about the timer because it just counts up, not down, so you got all the time in the world, so you can be more cautious. So that's a little tip for you if you're like trying to get that trophy achievements in those annoying flight levels and like, I can't get it, just clear it the one time and then go at a mind-bogglingly slow pace if you want, essentially, after that. Oh yeah, there's a trophy here as well for, it's not these mushrooms, it's different mushrooms. Or maybe it's a skill point, actually. Is there a skill point? Blah, blah, blah. Wait, what? Ride a druid platform. Oh yeah, I remember that. No, there's no skill point for it. But there's a trophy for finding all of the mushrooms and flaming them in this level. These things right here. Which I remember being a bit of a pain in the ass. I can't remember where they all are off the top of my head though. I think there's another one over there. Is that treetops? No, it's Misty Bog. Hello. I think there was one over here as well. I mean, I won't even know if I've even gotten them all, probably, because, you know, I've already got the trophy. There's treetops. I think I already got the one over there. Nice. Metalhead, that's the boss that was fucking over earlier, I mean. There's another locked chest. It's like he's rocking out there, like, yeah, 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 Metalhead. I'm just picturing him listening to Bang Your Head by Quiet Riot. Is that the platform that's a pain in the ass to get to? Or is it? I can't remember. Bang your head! Bang now! That'll help it drive you mad! Bang your... Chicken's dead. Sorry, chicken kind of got in the way of the flame there. There's another mushroom. I wonder if he's got anything to say.
I feel so sorry for all the dragons still trapped in Crystal. Maybe once you've rescued 50 dragons, I'll feel a little better.
The little challenges here, I mean, they're really simple. I mean, if you're just playing the game normally, you'll obviously be able to get through the game You don't need to 100% it. But they're kind of just like, oh, I can't take it in the next world, Spyro, to try to stop your nasty knock. Because I feel so bad for them dragons. If there were 50 of them rescued, I think I could help you out. It just seems like such a weird little challenge, doesn't it? You'd be like, oh gee, Spyro, I'd love to help you, but if, you know, if you could loan me $50, maybe I could change my mind and help you out. But I mean, 50 gems, I mean, really these guys are kind of like, money bags, only not greedy, and nothing like money bags, really, are they? But it kind of has a similar kind of purpose in a way, isn't it? It's like pretty much just like, no, you can't go to the next area until you've completed enough of this or got enough of this. With money bags, it's all about the gems. Trying to think there, I think there's at least one of these balloon guys has that, where it's like, no, I'll let you go if you can find enough gems. And he doesn't take your gems like money bags would, but still, same kind of thing. Give me treasure gems. Oh. That's a surprise. Very rare that we actually, you know, get all the gems and not have to backtrack somewhere and be like, Sparks, where are they? Where's that dragon I left? I wonder if I even got all of those mushrooms. I won't be able to tell because I can't remember how many there were. The only way I'd know is if the trophy popped up, and I've already got that, so it's, yeah.
Spyro, it's great to see you, but I gotta go.
Yay. What was that, though? Great to see you, Spyro, but I gotta go. Well, will you expect me to say anything else? That's all. And that'll do for this part as well. Just hope that the autosave is, you know, doing its thing and not being like, why did you burn the grass, Spyro? Can you imagine sneezing fire? That'd be a hazard, wouldn't it? But yeah, hope it autosaves properly. And just like next part, we gotta redo the whole hub world. Everything is still there. That would be annoying. Anyways, I'll see you next time, viewers. See you next time.